I received a couple of emails with questions pertaining to which polyatomics will be featured on the test this week. A good place to start would be reference table E, and this is from your Regents reference tables. If you don't have a copy of this, you can go to my e-board and download a copy. And I would start with this. These are the basics. Okay? And at that point, after I have the basics taken care of, I would go to my textbook, okay, or the handout. Now, quick note. In the textbook, there is a 4 right there. And there's supposed to be a 4 there in the handout, but for some reason, it did not make the PDF. Okay, so that should be CLO 4 minus. And then you can see everybody else is correct at that point. If you read on page 61 in your textbook and your handout, whichever is more easier for you to hang on to here, it gives you the rules. There's no way you're going to remember every single polyatomic ion. But if you memorize the rules, it makes your life a lot easier. It makes this list a lot more manageable. Okay, these are the rules right here for everything that's in group 17. So if you look at your reference table and you look at the periodic table, you can apply these together. Okay, there's your hypochlorite, your chlorite, your chlorate, your perchlorate. Right here, these 4 pertains to everybody in this group. So if you just realize that ClO is hypochlorite, BRO is hypobromite, hypoiodite. Okay, they all kind of build off each other. All right, BRO3 would be bromate. Okay, so it does have a pattern to it. And if you work on the pattern, it makes your life easier. If you know that NO3 is nitrate, 1 less is nitrite. PO4 is phosphate. 1 less on the oxygen is phosphite. And you can actually go down the rows in the periodic table and see how these things pertain. In group 16, for instance, starting with sulfur, SO4 is sulfate. SO3 is sulfite. What if you had selenium? It would be SeO3 minus 2 would be seleniumite. SeO4 minus 2 would be selenium-8. And you do the same thing for tellurium. Okay? TeO3 minus 2 is tellurium-ite. TeO4 minus 2 is tellurium-8. They all follow a lot of the same patterns. This one here, PO4, is phosphate. PO3, phosphite. Okay? I could do the same thing with arsenic. ASO4 minus 3 is arsenate. ASO3 is arsenite. Okay, don't worry, there's no pronunciations test on these things. I think learning the rules is a lot better, than trying to memorize this list. Okay, and if you look at the rules that I just explained to you, there's 4 right there. There's another 4 right there using the same rules. There's another 4 right there using the same rules. And there's another 4. So I just took 16 off this list without even trying. All right. Here's the PO3, the PO4, and here it is with arsenic. So there's another couple taken right off the list. All right. The sulfur and the selenium-8 and the tellurium-8s right there. Okay, so you can cut this list down to something that is manageable. So hopefully this will give you guys a good idea of what you need to know for Tuesday's test. And Tuesday's test is a mixture of Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. So it's not going to be 5 million questions on polyatomics and naming. It's going to go throughout all the topics within Chapters 1 and 2. So hopefully this helps you. If you have any further questions, feel free to send me an email and I'll try to help you out in any way I can.